Hi there. So I thought I would tell you a little bit about how I got started with dōTERRA essential oils because it's quite a bumpy story. It's not straightforward at all. So yeah, what I will say is I definitely wasn't sold on them straight away. It must have been back in 2024. I did a course connected to my Reiki training. It was an Aroma Reiki course. Um, and I remember being sent some oil samples to help connect with the chakras. They were doTERRA essential oils, and honestly, I remember thinking, are these really going to help me connect with the chakras? I was already really into crystals, and I really, really wanted to love essential oils, but up until that point, I'd only ever used them as something around the house. And I just wasn't sold that they were going to be able to help me with my energy practice for my clients. Um, like I say, in my head, they were very much to use in my house. I've got three gorgeous cats, litter trays galore. So I always love my house smelling lovely, and I think that's been my previous experience of essential oils. But I don't think I ever thought about using essential oils for myself or for my own, for my clients, for my own personal use or for my clients. So then fast forward about a year, I'd passed my Reiki 1 and Reiki 2, and I was starting to build a business. And thinking about the different modalities and the different offerings that I could give to my clients. Then I had the opportunity to do the doTERRA Aroma Touch technique training using a kind of set of oils called the Aroma Touch Kit. Now, I looked at the course, looked at the oils included, and the fact it would give me something practical that I could offer my clients, it was really a no-brainer to just do the course. But, secretly still really cynical inside about them and how great they were. Anyway, I went along to the course. It was quite a drive to get to where I needed to get to do the course, about two and a half hours drive. And when I got there, I was very kind of shoulders up, kind of that kind of feeling, like really tense and really kind of, and I get quite overwhelmed. And this was a room full of new people. And I just needed to it's kind of almost like that moment I needed to kind of step outside and take a moment, but I couldn't do that because we were just about to start the training. So at that point, I remember someone popping a little drop of balance essential oil on the back of my neck. And I genuinely felt my shoulders go from this to, and I remember thinking, oh, hang on, I can actually feel this. Why can I feel it? I was getting really no, it must be in my head. I can't be feeling calmer. I can't be feeling like it's working. I could feel it on the back of my neck. And then I started to, be really intrigued about the oils. Anyway, I did the Aroma Touch technique training, and that was amazing. Got a lovely set of oils. And then was getting myself ready for the 2.5 hours journey back home. And, leaning over a massage table all day, my back was very, very unhappy with me, let's put it that way. At which point someone offered me one of doTERRA's oils called Deep Blue. And I rubbed it into my back, into my lower back. And again, I kind of instantly felt this kind of warmth from the oil. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? I couldn't believe I could again feel something from these oils. And I remember just having a really, really comfortable drive home thinking, well, I was in quite a bit of discomfort earlier, and now I've had this little drop of oil on my back, and now I feel like I can, I could go run a marathon. I'm not a marathon runner, but my back felt like it was in the best condition it had been in. So I think those two oils together, I will always say that balance for sure was my game changer oil. That was the oil that made me stop thinking about them just smelling nice for the house and actually working for me. And I dread to think the amount of bottles of balance I've got through in the last year or so. But like I say, that really was the oil, and obviously backed up with Deep Blue, that made me think, okay, there's actually something in these oils. There's something magical about them, the way that they work with, on the body, in the body, in the air, there's something definitely here with those oils. So, but since then, still the cynicism runs deep in me, right? That must be a West Midlands trait. I have tried other essential oils. I've compared other brands, But for me, doTERRA really stands out because of the quality, because of the potency, the education that we get on the oils as well. I feel so confident in them and sharing them with people. Yeah, like I said in an earlier video, just really blown away by what these little bottles can do. So yeah, so my story in a nutshell, I was really, really reluctant at the start, but now I'm absolutely that person telling people about the oils and sharing them wherever I go at work, using them at home and using them in my everyday life. So I hope that's been an interesting little tale for you. And I hope as you go through the videos on this playlist and in this channel that you will be able to find oils that will support you in your everyday, just really simple, practical ways to support you. So if you have any questions, pop them in the comments below and I will do my best to help. Catch you next time.